Well, I guess I'll do an update. It's January 6th already. This is transmitting to the giant ray gun, as they call it. It's actually a kind of countermeasures antenna system. And I readjusted everything here. The VELF, the hydrogen line band, which is lower unit. Upper side band, 14 megacycles, 100 megacycles, FM, frequency modulation, and we have here going into what they call external modulation. These particular units here by WaveTech, I guess you hobbits are familiar with it. Set up all kinds of different waveforms, and that goes into all down here. External modulation in these units, which are high-powered RF generation gear, and broadcasting on 5 megacycles, wideband. And here's another one. It's all tuned up, working well. I got a stiff back, by the way, so I sound kind of grumpy. So all this stuff I've been doing is got this drill press restored and put it up on the table here. That's perfect. That's a good height. I mean, what the hell? You know, that's okay. It's kind of wobbly, so I gotta put a piece of wood under there and some shims, but that's cool. It worked out great. And I put the little one over here. Hello, doctor. It's a little fellow, which I had on the workbench. And so I got him organized. We got this fellow restored. Baby hacksaw. Oh, back hurts. Sit down. So, got this guy restored. Oh, it's a AN, or American Navy, /FRR59, fixed radio receiver 59. That's about 300 pounds. Covers all bands up to 30 megs, as well as VLF. That I worked on. You might have seen videos of me working on it. I don't know. That it's quite a Rolls Royce of radio receivers, 1950s, 60s warship stuff. And then we have the transceiver up here. That's 100 watts RF out up to 30 megacycles. It's a ship's phone system. And we can go over and look at the numbers. Oh, on the chair. Oh, sore back. It's up higher now, off the floor. Move these around today. Some megacycles. And we have phone that needs a bit of repair work. Right in there. And that's a shipped phone. I still use them in ships, and submarines especially. And so we have here, I can read it. Oh, we got shadows, huh? Oh, that doesn't help. So we have the receiver. And then the R10518/URR. Okay, so we got megacycles that matching as a transmitter. And then we have the final output up here. That's your RF out amp. SWR, it's 100 watts out. It's kind of a Rolls Royce as well. And it's extremely well made, silver plated all inside. All of these things are very well made, plated inside. 1950s, 60s time frame warship stuff. And I have not seen any of these on warships in pictures and videos of things. Then up above is a Canadian destroyer. It's part of the countermeasure system. And it works in the gigahertz range. I just stuck it up there to get out of the way and make just sort of a display thing. So that worked well. I moved Mr. Alec gun control unit off a 3" 50 down here. Moving play guns. It's the mount and the wiring and all that. So you got these joystick things here like that. That would operate the 3" 50 cannon, which has the barrel, a breech block, and a few other pieces for it. And I can hook that up to a gyro repeater, compass repeater. Yeah. So, been doing that, restoration work. And what, anything else? Yeah, I did some of this work up. What the hell? I got all these laying around. Okay, we'll put him. Gotta find a home for these things. Right there for now. Machining station. I got the plate mounted on here. And I'm trying to think what else I've been doing. Doing a lot of different things. Got oh, that's restored. All from the scrapyard. Scrap prices. Oh yeah. I mentioned my Navy gun factory, Washington D.C. periscope came in the other day. Nothing wrong with it. Paid less than scrap price for it. It's £100. I think I mentioned that in another video. So I was working on some of the sirens off the warships. Oh, let's see what else. It's basically it for the last week or two, because I got over the, you know what, the cold. Let's call it that, I guess. I just really sore back. Sorry. Very sorry. Let's see what else. I can't sit idle. Damn it, Jim. Ooh, standing up is very painful. Anyway, what the hell? Anything else I'm doing? Yeah, bits and pieces. All this Orlicon mounts all over the place. Get them together someday. Okay, I enjoyed American Anti-Gravity, seeing George Hathaway talking. I have the highest regards for George, scientifically and personally. I did notice some of the comments are pretty lame on American Anti-Gravity, Apex, or whatever they call it, or Alien Scientist, or whoever hosts the thing. Timmy Ventura did a fantastic job. At least 6 hours long. Wow. Timmy's invited me to go in, so I should go in sometime to correct all the misinformation. Because I've had other partners that we worked together and blew stuff up and caused pandemonium and other problems. Alexander Shereshevsky and George Solista case. But I'll upload these videos soon. I got a few others onto YouTube because I had a community guideline strike because I mentioned, you know what, the cold, and they didn't like that. So, because I did a video on myself after I got well. Anyway, so this will be a short video, I guess. I've been going into when summer and spring come, man, and get into the sun and soak up that sun and get my little skirt on. Yeah, I do cross-dress. I've cross-dressed ever since I was in my teens. I loved it. You guys just don't even know who I am. You just, I don't know where you get your information from. And Timmy's right. I am a practical joker. That was nice meeting Tim Ventura and gang some years ago. A lot of metal samples I got returned to me over the years, and I sold them on eBay. I cut up all the samples and sold them on eBay. And the eBay, I closed this eBay store. It's just like, oh well, we want this information about you and that information. This is getting ridiculous. So I keep in contact with people that want samples or want to purchase barium titanate plates, cylinders, and other things. So that works out okay. Sold a bunch to Japan just a month and a half ago. It went for 1,000, but I'm selling them now for 500. Anyway, I wanted to mention that. It was really cool listening to George Hathaway, because we had a lot of fun a long time ago. Also, I put a link into other videos you've never seen. The one sponsored by Boeing Aerospace. What's his name? Not Brian Allen. I forget. I have the papers and all that because I went to the Supreme Court of Canada, or Supreme Court of British Columbia, Canada, with the other partners, Alec and George. Alec and I are still best friends. If you want to know more about all this witchy energy, just maybe Alec will talk about it someday. Other partners are brief. If you take the McDonnell Douglas video, all of it, put together and speed it up, you'll notice something very unusual going on. YouTube had a feature where you speed it up many times, over and over again, and I got it down to 1.5 minutes, and it was pretty impressive. It was fun working with George Jack Huck of McDonnell Douglas Aerospace, working with the SAIC group, who visited for one day. Who else was it? Canadian government guys. That was fun. They seemed to be very interested at the time. Dr. Wilson suggested that the energy comes from my, as I call it, atomic reactor. It's just a chunk of uraninite inside of a special container, and then it has a special arrangement with magnetic fields and electrostatic energy. So that's all cool stuff. Just want to touch on that because I get these comments like somebody that they don't know who I am and that. It's John. Oh, he has a room. It has a room that is upside down. I said, yeah, well, that's interesting, isn't it? How do you do that? Especially when you got the newscasters filming the effects, as well as George Hathaway filming the effects, as well as others filming the effects, as well as Dr. Ludwig filming the effects, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. Upside down room. Talk about stupid people. Anyway, I enjoyed the Hobbits, young kids, on that presentation with George Hathaway. It's very bright, and I don't discourage anybody from trying to replicate all this stuff. You know, try it your way, not my way. I mean, my way is kind of complex and it involves military surplus, Navy surplus, transmitters and receivers, and substation equipment. So it's just my thing. I have these interests in many different things. It's just interests. I'll get them working, and whatever happens is, well, with the H effect, it was very odd that things would happen. I didn't expect anything to happen. Anyway, long story. Gotta go. Take care. Thank you. Thanks, Tim. I'll be on your Apex. Is it Apex or something or other? And explain it all to you. You can spend the 6 hours with me if you can stand me for that. And I'll look pretty strange, of course. And that's my nature, of course. Totally, absolutely, he's looking absolutely chipper and ridiculous. That's the way I look these days. Your little hottie needs a good spanking. Anyway, sorry, Tim, you're probably getting red in the face listening to this, even if you do. I don't even know if you're going to listen to it, but that's the message. Okay, so take care, and pleasure seeing you guys. Take care, George. Hopefully we'll meet someday, and Colonel John Alexander has my highest respect. Hopefully we'll meet again. I mean, it's been a long time. Okay, cheerio.